everyone, we are back. It has been a while. You probably haven't seen me since my dance with death and trying out Amberlyn Reed's Doctor's Deadly Diet. I want to say I lost 5 or 6 pounds doing that. Yeah, in a week, because I only did it, no, I did it for 2 weeks, that's right. I don't know, I'd have to go back and rewatch it. Anyway, since then, I have continued with my weight loss. I think in grand total from that point, I've lost... I want to say I lost somewhere like 11, 12 pounds. I'm not looking for backpacks because over Christmas, I gained like 3 of that back, so we're still fighting with those 3 pounds, like combat style, Mortal Kombat, and I'm not winning. So I thought I would turn back to my reaction channels for inspiration. And I say that both ironically and not ironically. On the one hand, it is funny because it's a joke, ha ha ha. On the other hand, I actually do find some inspiration when I'm watching reaction channels, and I have expanded the plethora of reaction channels that I watch. And yeah, I have no life. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not in the field right now. It's fine. But most recently, I have been watching Amberlyn Reed slowly transform her channel into a mukbang channel, or mukbang. Wait, did we decide how that was supposed to be pronounced? Mukbang? Mukbang, I think. Anyway, obviously I can't say it. But in one of her recent videos, and I do think it's the one we're going to be reacting to, she said that she wished there were other channels that did healthy mukbangs and were also weight loss channels. And I thought, you know what? I am going to rise to the occasion because I don't get it. I already don't know how this is gonna go because I've never done one before. I tried to do one as a joke and it didn't. I don't know. I don't get it, people. But whatever. So I have my trusty spoon. I have my trusty breakfast. This is my first meal of the day, and I have waited approximately maybe an hour too long to do this meal. I can feel my brain doing the foggy thing that it does. I am hypoglycemic. If I don't eat regularly, my blood sugar drops and I become... It depends on the day. Sometimes I turn into Jekyll. Sometimes I turn into a brainless blob. But anyway, I know part of the mukbang is to explain to you what you are eating. As an anthropologist and an archaeologist, which I am both, I had to delve somewhat into the world of the mukbang, and I did as much as I could, but was not very much because I frankly think it's disgusting. But you know, the things we do for science, people. Alright, so I keep reaching over here because I want you to see. Oh yeah, you can see I need to eat because my hands are shaking a little bit. So I have my vitamins I take daily. I do supplement. This is a prenatal multivitamin. No, I'm not pregnant. I have no plans to get pregnant. I like women's prenatal vitamins because this particular one also has DHA and basically fish oil. So it has all the things you're supposed to take all in this little package, and it makes me feel like I'm healthy. We can discuss that later. This is a probiotic. It's got, I think, 8 different strands in it, and I take that in conjunction with extra vitamin D3 because the 2 of these together have been shown to help with depression. I'm not saying this is all I take for depression. Oh, by the way, I do talk about mental health. I guess I should say that. Content warning, mental health. I'm very open about my mental health. So, this one is probably the one I'm gonna get the most shit for. This is feverfew. This is dried feverfew. Enough about my supplements. Also, I don't care if you don't want me taking feverfew. I'm going to keep doing it. This is coffee. It's, what is this? This is the cinnamon coffee from Aldi. It's a seasonal thing. This is my favorite. It really is my favorite so far. And it has 2 tablespoons of non-dairy sweet cream. I believe it's a coconut base from Coffee Mate, because I can't drink my coffee black, and the Coffee Mate, I like it because it's sweet already, so I don't have any added sugar in here aside from probably the ample amounts of sugar that Coffee Mate already put in their coffee creamer. But anyway, and the cinnamon was a seasonal flavor, which really breaks my heart because so far it has been my absolute favorite Aldi flavor. All right, on to the actual food. I have in this bowl my healthy mukbang breakfast bowl that I really need to get to eating. I have a cup of almond vanilla granola. No, this is Ancient Grains granola from Wegmans, because we have Wegmans, and if you don't have a Wegmans, I'm very sorry. They are the coolest grocery store. Anyway, so I have Ancient Grains granola. I've got a 3/4 cup, and I know that because I measured it. I have a cup's worth of berries, of blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries, each one at a 1/3 cup. And then I have an entire, I believe this is considered a medium banana, chopped up. And there is a 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of mixed nuts, which are pecans and... do I have walnuts in there? Pecans, walnuts, and hazelnuts that I mixed together because I like the flavor. And yeah, so that's my breakfast. And and about a cup's worth of Silk vanilla soy milk. I don't eat dairy. It's a personal choice. It's really not a diet. See, this is how I know I need to eat. Anyway, I guess I should do what Chantal calls it, a beauty bite. Do you call it a... let's call it an Archie bite. I have no idea why you people want to watch this. Anyway, I have a napkin too, because I'm not a heathen. Because I am not capable of carrying on a conversation, I thought it would be interesting to do a mukbang. We're reacting to a video. I'm so sorry, people. While we mukbang. There we go. Because I don't watch Amberlynn at the source. I don't watch any of my channels at the source. And I will be reacting to Amberlynn, Chantel, and Amy's life journey, because those are the 3 that have been popping up in my feed recently. And I only watch them through reaction channels. I'm one of those people. So I wanted to react to a reaction channel. One of the reasons I want to do this, honestly, is an adult reason. And that is because some of the language that I'm hearing used is, in my opinion, problematic. And it's not because I think any of the 3 of those women are themselves being I believe they all brought what they have upon themselves, but I do think that their audiences are being a tad unfair. Just to give you guys some background, I have been following Amberlynn now for going on 3 years. I started following her right around the beginning of the Becky era. So I think it was like the tail end of... oh god, what was that girl from before? The one she's still in love with. Anyway, Destiny, there we go. So yeah, it was like the tail end of Destiny, beginning of the Becky era. So I've been following ALR for a really long time, in my opinion, longer than I've watched any television show. I've been following Foodie Beauty for about the same amount of time, because I found out about her around the same time I found out about Amber. Amy's life journey is a new one for me. I have only been paying attention to her since the beginning of this year, so maybe, yeah, so like a month and a half. Not liking what I see. I'm not gonna let you guys, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat stuff. Not crazy about any of the 3 of them. I'm not like, oh, we could be friends. I don't want to be friends with these 3 women, and I think a lot of the problems that they have could be solved with, again, very open about my mental health. I really think a lot of the problems that they're having could be solved with therapy and possible therapeutic medication. is what it is. All right, so also if you hear noises, I have 3 cats and they're routinely destroying my house because that's what cats do. All right, I'm sorry, I need to eat another bite. I had this all set up all nice and pretty to display to everybody, but that also meant that all of the nuts were in like a little pocket over here, and the banana isn't spread out. Again, I didn't add sugar to this. I don't tend to add sugar to my food, but I don't like shy away from it in foods. The video I chose to react to is Amberlynn continues with her big portions ALR react by Respectfully Sarcastic. I have been watching Respectfully Sarcastic for a few months now. I enjoy her channel. I think she has a really great personality. I like her sense of humor. She and I could be friends. We could be those 2 women with a little glasses of wine, just shadily making fun of people as they walk by. I could see this happening. Could you not? Thank you. So I wanted to watch this video because, again, since this was an Amberlynn inspired idea, I figured I should start with ALR. I'm hoping this is the one where she talks about how she wishes that people would be healthy mukbangs. And I've already watched all of these, but I have the attention span of a gnat, so I will forget pieces of it. So...
Hey everyone, over here, we're back. And another day, another mukbang, right?
Woo, yes.
Unfortunately, she just keeps posting them. But I guess in Amberlynn's world, it's same day, another mukbang. Because, I don't know, I'm not one for a conspiracy theory, but it does kind of seem like she may be filming these all in one day. I mean, it's the same exact angle, same plates. I mean, I guess she does kind of change up the plates a couple times.
Maybe I haven't watched this one.
I don't know. It could be, it could not be. She could be doing these, you know, every day.
Maybe I haven't watched this one because I know Orco TV. See, I tell you, I watch these. Orco TV was the one that put out the conspiracy, or at least was the one that I saw that put out the conspiracy that ALR is filming all of these in the same day. I don't know. The lighting is not enough of a thing for me. She may have actually upped her game and found the perfect lighting in the house. We know that she's a genius when it comes to setting and filming, and obviously so am I. I've got the lighting thing figured out. I'm still working on the background, but I don't know if I buy it. I don't put it past her, but I don't know if I buy it. So.
And this is just what we are getting. I know a lot of people are over her eating on camera. I mean, from the like to dislike ratio, especially on this video, it is 3.1k dislikes to 569 likes. And for her, I mean, she at least gets sometimes like at least like 1,000 likes within a pretty good chunk of time. So I don't know, she may get up to 2,000, who knows, I don't know. Clearly this is not meant for everyone, but yet everyone keeps watching it, so I guess she's getting what she wants. But her views definitely are going down. Her mukbangs are not doing as well as they were before. But unfortunately this one is titled Emotional/Crying Mukbang Creamy Cashew Coconut Eat With Me. And if there's anything more sad than just watching her cry, it's watching her cry over food. And not sad in the way of like, I don't really feel bad, but it's like, I don't want to, it's just sad, like, just stop, don't do it. And yeah. So this video is 33, almost 34 minutes long. I have sped it up for my sanity and yours. So.
I've already watched Alice's wow, apologies. Alex is shook. I've already watched his reaction to this, so I kind of know what happens. Bless him. He really is, like, he comes off being super sarcastic and stuff, but there's a point in his video where you can see that little soft side of him, and it is adorable. And then he ruins it with that perfectly disgusting joke, which I adored. But I don't think this is the video I thought it was, but you know what? We've committed. We're going to do this. So I've seen the ALR video through another react. I have not seen Respectively Sarcastic react to it, so this should be interesting. Are you all enthralled yet?
Let's get started.
Guys, okay, so welcome to new video. Okay, so, setting this up has got to be...
Oh, speaking of, I forgot. Did you guys see that thumbnail? When I saw that, I was like, I'm actually scared. Like, I can't believe... I thought the other one was awful. She just is she's gone just full Nikocado. Like,
yo, she's trolling you. Like, this is the thing that I like the most as an anthropologist, is watching the reaction channels. I'm really not watching Amberlynn Reid. I am, but I'm not. I'm watching the reaction channels to Amberlynn Reid. So, like, I guess I should come forward and at this point and say, what I'm really studying here as an academic is the community around Amberlynn Reid, how they react to Amberlynn Reid. And it's really interesting. I don't think any of these people are haters. I think the haters stick to the comment section and they don't really, well, in Kiwi Farm, I don't go there. I don't do Reddit. I don't do Kiwi Farm. I know better. And, but y'all, she's trolling you. Like, she gets it. She's onto you. Anyway.
She just doesn't care anymore. Like, does not care. Is not even trying to care. Just has gone full mukbang YouTuber status. And if that's what she wants to do, fine. But I wish she would stop. Sorry.
Hardest part, like getting the camera to where you can see my face and the food is difficult. I'm gonna be point blank honest here. So,
Point blank honest.
Well, see nothing to do my channel.
I'm not gonna lie. I could go without whatever the hell she's eating there. I still don't know what this cashew thing is supposed to be. Woo.
Just stop by.
It's really interesting that she keeps talking about, like, if you're new to my channel, because she knows that people don't find her through mukbangs, they find her through her weight loss. So that's interesting. And I don't know, that's so much food. That is like a mountain of green beans, and half the plate is whatever this creamy cashew coconut something is, and then an entire, that's probably like 2 oranges, right? Or at least 1 large orange. I don't know, it's probably 2.
During my Mukbangs, I actually have topics I talk about. It is questions that you guys ask me, or topics you guys want to talk about, or things that are like circling around, whether it be about me or the world. Who knows?
Who goes to Amberlynn for her take on what's going on in the world? Because I don't.
Also, usually she's like me, and she just rambles while she's eating. So, this is a new thing for her. You know what? This is a new thing for her. Good for you, ALR. A structured conversation during dinner is a very Victorian idea. I like it, you like it, now you just need friends.
Well, first things first, this is actually a freshly meal. This is the coconut creamy cashew with veggies. So, I've actually never tried this one. So it's gonna be a taste test. So, I'm nervous. I am. So,
why is she always nervous before eating food? Like most people be like, I'm excited to try something new. She's like, oh, I'm scared. You'll be fine.
I'm not saying that probably doesn't taste good. Because, like, if you can see my cereal right now, not the most appealing looking thing right now. I'm gonna guess whatever the hell that is the same way. So probably it tastes better than it looks, but whew.
from what I can see, we have, I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure what that white stuff is. I'll dive into that in a minute. But we have edamame, a little bit of bell pepper, definitely some broccoli. We have some brown rice. But all freshly. Let me see what this like.
That is so funny.
She's so silly when she eats.
I just want to be sure. I think there's a little bit of cabbage. Cabbage, I called it. That's good. And the green beans do not come with it. There's the green beans that I made.
Made.
And we have oranges.
Dude, she had to open the can. She opened the can, she drained them, and put garlic powder on top of it, because we all know she put garlic powder on top of it. That's... If Rachel Ray can become a hostess with the mostest by making half-cooked meals with using pre-prepared ingredients, then I don't see why ALR can't become the next Rachel Ray.
Yum.
Oh, God.
That is insane. That's just insane. Okay, look. I am impressed at how this woman can unhinge her jaw. But I also understand that the camera angles change the way things look. Like, those plates, well, that is an entire can of green beans. Anyway, the camera angle can change the way things appear on the lens. Like, we all know, if you're taking a selfie, the best place for the phone during the selfie is right here, because it hides your waddle, aka your double chin. So some of this is really the angle. It's not great. Probably better than mine. But damn. she really gets off on huge bites, and I don't know if I can't tell if that is a ALR thing and she just really enjoys taking the biggest bites possible, or if this is a mukbang thing, is to take the ginormous bites. Either way, I will not be doing that because I don't want to choke on my food while I'm eating it. I'm already awkward enough trying to eat this in front of you, and honestly, I think I gave myself too much food. Which is unfortunate because I guess now I'm gonna have to blend this up into a shake. Which I also do. It won't be a bad shake either. But it'll also preserve better. But anyway, forward. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could tell from the thumbnail that something terrifying was going to happen. But, I mean, I can't even imagine, like, not watching it sped up. Like, how... oh, there's gonna be a lot of slurps and sucking noises and... oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be... I mean, look at all that food. And then I would rather her eat the carrots. I'd rather watch her just, like, put the whole carrot in her mouth. I'd rather listen to crunching noises than slurping noises. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
That might be the other reason I don't finish my meal.
Alright, let's... alright, I have to mentally prepare for this, because I guess I didn't realize how much this is gonna be. Alright, everyone, are you guys ready? Let's go.
I'm here for it. All day,
I'm so not here for it.
I'm gonna try to eat some of this. I'm gonna take a big bite.
Girl, why? That was huge.
I like canned green beans, but...
it was like 3 chews, and then it's gone. No wonder no one wants to eat around her. I think they're scared, because I would be.
So, I think today's topic, we should talk about this today. Something I've been wanting to talk about. And it's my thoughts on losing weight while doing mukbangs.
See, this is the topic you picked. This isn't a topic someone else picked. This isn't a topic that you asked in Instagram Q&A. This is just something you want to talk about. All
that tells you, like, how scatterbrained I am. I'm feeling better now, though. Thanks for asking.
you want to talk about is being able to eat as much food as you want, being able to eat on camera while also losing weight, even though you haven't proven since that one video that you have lost weight. So, no!
So we'll get that. I know a lot of people think it's weird.
Her eating the oranges reminds me of her, like, rotisserie chicken mukbang. Oh, that one was hard to get through. That one was a lot of slurping and just, like, finger smacking. You know what I mean? And that one's a hard one to get through. Mm-hmm. That one, I think, is also demonetized on my channel, which I'm not mad about. I mean, I don't even want to get paid for that. Like, don't give me money for that. No advertiser should have to ever have to go through that. Same thing for this. Totally fine with that. It comes down to it.
You're like, how I mix food?
I am subjecting myself to it. You guys are subjecting yourself to it. Advertisers don't have to do that.
If I start to feel, like, upset, like my stomach hurts.
First off, advertisers are not people. Want me to get on my soapbox for a minute. The corporate entity is not a person. It does not have the rights and the feelings of a human being. We should not care about the feelings of the corporation. Advertising is just the extension of the corporation that invades our lives, and we allow it to because we have been given the idea that there is no way to escape the corporation. I was going somewhere with that. Sorry.
I'll know not to do that again, but the majority of the time, my stomach doesn't react any sort of way, so.
I thought she hated fruit.
So good. So good.
I hate the way she, like...
Ow.
Do I do that?
It's like, just swallow what you have already.
It's actually, like, hands down delicious.
I hate that.
Oh, yeah, she still had it in her mouth.
Water.
Oh, aren't you fancy?
Oh, yeah, I remember Orca making fun of that one.
My glass goes, we're fancy. I will say I'm sad because I can't find my straws anywhere.
You can't find your straws.
You never drink from a straw anyway.
We're gonna have to make do, folks. We're gonna have to make do.
I mean, okay.
So,
Dude. I'll stop for a little bit. I'll try.
I want to say, it's almost a year. Yeah, I was doing a shrimp mukbang, which I have no problem with.
Oh, Shrimpgate. The one thing I will say about Shrimpgate, I like shrimp. Especially shrimp cocktail shrimp. Man, I would never eat an entire ring of shrimp like that. But I wanted some shrimp after that. Oh, I do like some shrimp.
Shrimp is a good source of protein, and I mean, I have no problem with that. Just don't, like, overboard it, you know?
Like you did. Don't overboard it while she shoves food in her mouth. Got it.
In that video, and also in, I think one prior, I'm so bad with timelines, I'm, like, terribly sorry, but I was just, like, talking about how to understand weight loss, and, like...
Oh, yeah, it's Shrimpgate, and then before that was, I believe, a sausage and potatoes mukbang. That one was hard to get through also.
My problem is... Look. Y'all. Alright, no, this is it. That's all we're doing. Full. Sorry. I am an unsuccessful mukbang channel, and yes, you were on a tissue box because that's what I had. It'll be a coffee mukbang from here on out. Anyway, ALR and I are from roughly the same region originally, or at least she is now. And just judging by the way she cooks when she does cook, she and I have very similar cultural roots, or at least our families did, or the people that taught us to cook did. So, that being said, a lot of the stuff Amberlynn puts together is things that my family would have eaten. It's poverty food. And there's nothing wrong with poverty food. And that is one of the things that I get a little irritated with people about, is the food shaming. Not, oh my god, I can't believe she ate an entire rotisserie chicken, because okay, you do you, girl. What I dislike is and here we go with my big academic words, I don't like the inherent classism and just the privilege a lot of people inadvertently add. I'm not saying they're doing this on purpose. I'm saying it's clear that there is a culture clash and definitely a class clash occurring when it comes to Amberlynn Reid's food and people's opinions of it. This is another one of the few things that I'm like, I can't tell if people are making fun of it because it's just part of making fun, and a lot of people are just making fun of Amberlynn Reid, or if they are actually having like a reaction to seeing a foreign food, which is fine. This happens anywhere you go. Like, you go to another country, they're selling some kind of food substance that you don't know what it is. Like for me, even though I didn't grow up in the South, I don't do chitlins. Nope. I won't make them. Won't eat them. I know what they are. I can't get past it. Can't do tripe. I know what it is. Don't care how you cook it. Not eating it. And I have friends and family who will just tell me how wonderful and delicious it is, and I don't care. Not doing it. But I will eat things like cartilage, and I will eat things like chicken feet, and I will eat things like pig feet and pig snout. That's where I came from. That's the food that my family eats. We are a northern border family. We from the Midwest. This is the type of foods we grew up on, and we passed down from generation to generation. You have the Depression era that comes in as well, and like, for example, my grandmother to the day she died, she was 95, kept canned both glass and metal canned food on hand at all times. Her favorite was vegetables and potted meat. So when she passed away, we had a lot of food to give to the food shelters. That was perfectly fine because it's canned. It doesn't go bad, really. I mean, it does, but it takes a while. She was also a huge fan of powdered and canned milk, and she knew how to make a lot of recipes that only used canned foods. And I know people really hate Amberlynn's chili whatever she wants to call it recipe, but we call it chili soup. What she made is actually something that my family would make as well, and we call it soup because it's a soup. I'll fight you on that one. But it's completely made out of canned vegetables. It's very high in sodium. It's kind of an acquired taste. You really kind of have to be raised with it. But yeah, it's like a poor man's minestrone. So I don't like people making fun of the kinds of food she's choosing to put together for herself. She clearly is struggling with understanding what is a healthy food and what is not a healthy food, and so she's falling back on the limited cooking knowledge that she has. And this comes back to the sausage and the peppers, or sausage and potatoes. This is a very common recipe in the Midwest. Getting a full smoked sausage. Ours was always Johnsonville, I believe. And you just basically warm the sausage up and you serve it with some kind of potato, either diced up home style potatoes like I think she was eating it with, or mashed potatoes or a smashed potato. If you were really fancy, you got rice instead of potato. Sometimes you serve it with gravy, sometimes you don't. It just depends. But see, with that kind of a thing, you have to make the gravy. You don't have drippings to make the gravy with. So yeah, I understand and I recognize the foods that Amberlynn is eating. Culturally, I understand what's happening. Are those the best foods to be eating? No. We're not even going to start with how bad for you that processed kielbasa sausage is, or the sausage link itself. The potatoes really aren't that bad of a deal. Like, seriously, people freak out about her stupid potatoes, and it's just like, the potato is fine, people. Like, who are you? Where do you come from that you don't eat potatoes ever? But yeah, a regular potato just kind of chopped up and then served the way she served it was actually pretty good. When you start mashing them, that's when they start getting unhealthy. Anyway, so I'm not enjoying the culture shaming, the food shaming that is occurring, and I hope the reaction channels, if they ever see this video, take that into consideration next time they start making fun of the slop that she makes. She's cooking culturally. Yes, I wish she would learn to cook better. I learned to cook better. I cook all kinds of things, and you will see that over this coming week. But sometimes people don't go past what they've been taught by their family structures. And that's not a good enough reason to shame what someone is eating. Anyway, I've had my rant. Forward!
I'm keeping it from you guys, and how it doesn't matter if I do mukbangs. Like, it was like this whole thing.
Yeah,
I thought process is actually different than, yeah, whatever. Grammar. You know, it doesn't seem like it, so I'm sitting here doing mukbangs while losing weight.
Where?
So the difference between then is then I wasn't losing weight.
But you claim that you were.
I was trying to. Let's be real. My trying was never good enough. Because
and it still isn't. You lost 53 pounds and gained 5 of it back within a week. And we haven't seen anything since then besides you eating massive portions on camera. So
I have to agree.
again, if this was the only thing you were eating, fine, but we know that you're not.
I didn't try hard enough. That's the truth. I also uploaded a video of me eating kielbasa. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I was eating a baked potato, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's totally...
According to you, and you're not a nutritionist, you know nothing. You know...
Yeah, okay, well, here's my other problem. You're not a nutritionist either, as far as I know. Maybe she is. I'm not exactly sure what Respectfully Sarcastic does in the real world. Some people are up in front about what they do, some people are not. This is not a criticism on that. However, I do not know if you are a professional nutritionist, and I don't think people should be commenting on the nutrition of some of ALR's food choices, especially when it comes to when she is actually eating whole foods, which, people, potatoes are a whole food. They're actually not that bad for you. It's what you put on the damn potato afterwards that makes it bad. And if we're talking about the potato thing that that was a big potato, and I don't think she ate all of it. And she put salsa on it, and she put, I think, cheese and... oh yeah, with the chunked up chicken. That was actually probably one of the better meals I've ever seen her make. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, she's got weird taste buds. Again, this is a cultural thing, and I'm really not enjoying the food shaming. But anyway.
No, you know nothing. So whatever you say is automatically incorrect. Like, just because you believe that big portion, like, you believe that big portions for you are fine because you're a big girl. How do you not hear yourself say that and be like, what am I talking about? Like, I need to have smaller portions because I am a big girl, because I don't move for most of the day, because I don't do anything to work off these massive amounts of calories. Just because you can have a lot of calories in a day doesn't mean you should. And you can't even have that much. You have, like, what, her daily could be, like, we'll just say 3,000. It doesn't mean you need to go up to that. She's like, I can go up to that. With this, I don't believe you. It just...
We also know that Amberlynn plays the number game when it comes to her food, which is why calorie counting has never worked for her, no matter what form she's used, because she does this thing where she counts wrong. She counts wrong, goddammit. Yeah, she tries to get to that 3,000. Like, if she allows herself 3,000, she tries to get to that 3,000 on the dot. And I do agree that she definitely eats things that she should not be eating. Well, I guess should not's a bit strong. She is eating things that I would not eat if I were trying to change my diet or lose weight, because they are things that I personally have cut out and have seen positive results doing. But it's ALR.
How I come across sometimes is,
Look at how you're eating. Also, there's like a whole can of green beans on that one fork.
even frustrating to myself when I go back and watch it. I'm just like,
I would like to see her start measuring her food. Like, I measure my food, and that has been a big eye-opener to know what a portion of the food is supposed to look like. And every type of food that you're going to eat is going to look a little different, and that's why you have to follow the portion guide on the back, even though there's good research that says it's bullshit and that it's all just kind of, you know, guesstimating. And I believe in that, but as someone who works in a scientific field, you have to have something. You can't just eyeball everything. And so, yeah, maybe the portion suggestions on the back of a package or that you find on the internet are not exact and perfect, but it's better than nothing, which I think is what, oh, that's a great face to have paused on. Which unfortunately is what I think ALR goes off of, is just kind of eyeballing and guesstimating. And again, there's plenty of studies that show that we are incorrect. Our eyes are actually smaller than our stomachs, and we overestimate how much food. Is that how I'm saying? We underestimate how many calories we're consuming when we eyeball things, because we tend to give ourselves more than we think we're getting. Anyway, I also study evolutionary food. If you're wondering why I'm spouting this shit off, I did study food and evolution and diet and evolution. So diet as in what we eat, not diet as in carnivore versus vegetarian versus whatever. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, but I know it from an anthropological point of view. So take that how you will.
what, like, possessed me to sound so, like, not cocky, that's not the right word. Just
Oh,
so,
yes, it is.
I don't know, maybe, like, attitude?
You haven't changed. No different.
This is true.
Condescending? I don't know. I thought I had it in the bag. I was down, like, 2 pounds, filming mukbangs, like, living my best life. But the thing about them is, I film a mukbang, think I'm totally fine, and then I would, like, binge later on in the night. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't perfect now. I'm not downgrading my past self because I still have similarities, but I feel like you grow and you learn on an everyday basis. Like, I was,
Yeah, and if you went to a therapist, you could also learn why you feel the need to eat in excess. Like, eat.
So here's where I get on one of my mental wellness kicks. I think ALR desperately needs a therapist, a real therapist, not... I know what she's going to when she goes for her medication, because I see a similar doctor. I see actually 2 doctors to manage my medication and my therapy. I see a clinical psychiatrist. I see the doctor that can prescribe the medicine. And I see her once a year, twice a year, depending on how I'm reacting to my medication that she prescribed. I also see a therapist, you know, lay on the couch, talk about your past, therapist. And I see her as frequently as humanly possible. So when I am not working in the field, I see her once a week. And then I go months without seeing her sometimes, unfortunately. But as soon as I get home, we go back onto a weekly schedule. And her help and the medication working together is, in my opinion, as Vegan Cupcake likes to say, my opinion, that is the best and pretty much only way to really deal with chronic depression. And I personally think, among other things, ALR clearly has chronic depression, and you know, cognitive therapy and the use of therapeutic medication is pretty much the only way you can fix that shit. And she is refusing, like steadfastly refusing to go see a therapist. And I don't know if that's because all of the reaction channels are constantly going, go to the therapist. And she's like reacting to it, because she totally 100% trolls the reaction channels. I don't know about her audience in general, but she is definitely trolling the reaction channels 100%. So I wish she would go see a therapist, and then she lies about a lot of things. So please go see the therapist and then just lie to us about how you're not seeing the therapist. That would be phenomenal. Because really, trust me, you'll feel like shit, actually, the first couple sessions and until the medication really balances out. And I know she's on something, and I have seen a slight change in her since she's started taking her medicine. I think you could do more. And once you get done feeling like crap, you really feel better, and it sticks with you. But anyway, that's my one and only, well, not my one and only, but that's my plea to ALR. Go to a therapist. See them regularly. Go once a week. Trust me.
Even though it's healthy, you're still eating excessively because you're trying to fill a void that you have never dealt with.
Talking to Eric and everyone, every day we have a million different choices that we can make. Something as simple as, I could have easily cut these oranges differently. Or something as simple as, like the trash ones like me, just one day waking up, I move to Seattle, I take my animals, I leave my stuff, and I'm like, deuces. It's just things like that. It's like every day you have all these choices, and every day you make mistakes, and you learn, and you either become a better person, or you go the opposite way. And I've honestly gone through both cases, to be honest.
Yeah, because
I'm like drinking orange juice.
Do you have a napkin with you?
Oh god, use a napkin.
Are you just going to use your cardigan as a napkin?
Mm-hmm. Oranges aren't gonna. Sometimes it's like, it tastes okay, but it tastes like candy, like Earth's candy.
I hate when she says that.
You guys know oranges can be messy, like for real.
Yeah, that's why you should get a napkin.
I told myself.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
can't go more than like 10 seconds without her shoving more food in her mouth.
Well, I mean,
I just feel like
on that, it is a mukbang. That is what you're supposed to do.
I'm working on my chewing, because I chew really fast and I swallow too soon.
No
Yes,
shit.
I'm trying to work on that. You guys have pointed it out. I honestly never noticed my whole life until I started doing mukbangs. And chewing more is definitely different, I'll be honest, because my whole life I ate a certain way.
Different?
And now trying to eat differently, it is a little difficult, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
Choke.
Okay. But for real, my partner has been diagnosed with GERD, and one of the things, and we have been together for 10 going on 11, or maybe it's 11 going on 12 years. Anyway, we've been together a while. And one of the things that I have always pointed out to them is, like, you eat so fast. Like, how do you even taste your food? He eats like this. He just, gone. So he got diagnosed with GERD a little over a year ago. And it's a gastroesophageal something. Basically, it means he has, like, constant acid reflux. And one of the things the doctor told him, like, he was like, the number one thing you can do to help your GERD is chew your food. So my partner comes home and starts taking notice and mindfully eating and noticing that, yeah, they really do just kind of wolf their food down. And so they make this complaint a few days after after they've been trying. And they're like, my food tastes different when I chew it. And I'm like, why? Because you can actually taste it? And he's like, no, my saliva mixes with it and makes it taste different. And I'm like, you do understand that saliva is the first part of the digestive process, right? Anyway, made me think about that.
Properly chew your food and this won't happen. I mean, I'm not saying she's joking, but like, she may one day. Oh, God.
I told myself that if doing mukbangs, look at this piece of my hair, there's somewhere. If doing
You're
mukbangs,
touching your disgusting hair, and then you're gonna eat an orange and touch your food and.
I have no room to talk. I haven't had my shower today.
Great.
going to derail my progress, going to trigger me, going to make me gain weight, or going to make me stall in my weight loss too much, because you're going to lose weight, then I'm going to stop them. 100% point blank period.
Point blank period.
No one believes that.
Because I don't want to derail. I want you to
You don't want you to, but it looks like you are.
God, I hate this that sucking sound she
I
does.
am so inspired by so many people.
No, you're
And
not. Because if you were, then you wouldn't do half the stuff that you do. You wouldn't be eating on camera. You would actually be still losing weight. I mean, yeah, it took you, 3 months to lose 50 pounds, so she may still be on board losing another, what does she want to do? She wants to lose another 25?
Hypothetically, and Kicking Geese has pointed this out, she lost those 50 pounds in January because ALR clearly stated in her videos through December that she maintained. I think she may have lost a couple pounds in November. I don't recall. But I do remember during Vlogmas, before she rage quit, that she was not losing weight. She wasn't gaining, but she wasn't losing. And then she comes out at the tail end of January and announces that she lost 52-ish pounds. She lost all of that in 1 month. And like Kicking Geese pointed out, and I do believe this, she lost that weight because she switched over to Freshly. Anyway.
By the end of the month. And you know what? If she ends up doing it, and she did it while filming mukbangs, good. But we don't want to see this. Even if it is working, let's pretend in some alternate universe it is. We don't want to see this. We want to see you walking and moving. You're like, I can move 10 minutes, guys. Then do that. You get to that 10-minute mark, you get to put ads on it. So then do it. Show us that you can move for 10 minutes. We don't want to see you sitting, eating. We don't want that. We want to see you actually trying. And anything that shows that you're trying, you won't give to us. And it's such an easy thing to show us.
She's trolling you.
It's so differently. Like, obesity says it all. Losing weight happens in the kitchen, fitness happens in the gym. Which, by the way, once I get to a certain weight, I think I'm going to join the gym again. I'm like really excited because I feel like it'll do me good. But for now, I'm just, moving more, not trying to hurt myself because we don't need that. Although, I think I did hurt myself yesterday, but that's a whole other story.
Will you walk up the stairs again?
I feel like I'm doing mukbangs. This is what you guys see me eat. This is it. So if I was to come on here and eat, I don't know, I'll just say McDonald's for the sake of, I can't think of any fast food place. I come on here and eat a 20-piece nugget, which calorie-wise is
I can think of several.
Give or take.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, pretty sure it's around 8 something. You guys would see that, having no idea, like the rest of the day, I was eating fruits and salads and trying to kind of balance that. So,
just get a damn napkin.
so you guys would be seeing me eat 20-piece nugget and then assuming the rest of my day kind of looks like that. And that's where I kind of want to balance this.
My cats
I
do
think
that.
you did this yesterday where it's like, I
When
could
they're
have more.
drooling.
Yes, you can always have more. Yes, you can have worse food than what you're eating. But that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not what we want. We don't want that.
Because I might come on here one day and have, I was thinking Subway. And
Girl.
I don't want people to look at the video and be like,
They will no matter what. And how do you not see that? You don't need Subway right now. Subway is not something you need. You need to cut your portions in half. You know what? You can have a fourth of a Subway sandwich. I'll allow that. That's what you get. And you have to make that last for at least 10 minutes of a mukbang. I want that.
that's how she eats the whole time. It's hard. It's a balancing act, to be honest. It really is. But I promise myself.
I like how this is something that kills me about Amberlynn Reid is how she talks about things as if she has been successfully doing them for a long period of time, as if she has some place of authority to speak from, and it's not been just 30 days. And I mean, it's one thing to be like, hey, in the past 30 days, I have done X, Y, and Z, and it has worked really well for me. Maybe it might work for somebody else. To the point where she talks as if she were an authority on the topic and she had long-term results to show for it. The only long-term results that we have of Amberlynn Reid's eating habits and lifestyle habits and all of the weird stuff that she's done, well, it's really not that weird, all of the half-hearted stuff that she's tried over the years, is that she has managed to gain almost 300 pounds in the past 6 years. And that's frankly disturbing and not really a testament to any of the things that she's doing. It doesn't make me, as someone who's actively trying to lose weight, want to emulate her. Now, the mukbang thing is totally a joke, and I think I'm only doing it for a week, and I have a feeling I'm going to regret it.
She's like dipping her orange in something? Like, she's like, unless she's trying to, drain the juice off, but, what?
I'm not making progress with my weight loss. I'm done with these. I'm done. Because it's just not in the cards for me. And there are people who do mukbangs and lose weight, like, Steven, love you, by the way.
I don't know who it is.
He's doing weight loss now and while doing mukbangs.
Good for him.
Right? I don't know who he
So proud
is.
of him. And I know he did it last year too, where he was doing mukbangs and losing weight.
Were his portions smaller?
Zaddy, Chunk Chunk, and Nicole, of course. Love you guys too, by the way.
Don't know who those are.
You know, if she drank more water and like focused more on like drinking her water, taking a break in between each bite, this is a hilarious pause. You know, she would be able to fill up more with liquids, and then she'd get fuller faster instead of like a little tiny sip, just to like, I guess, so she doesn't like, just for the sake of drinking water, I guess. I don't know.
This is a fact. A lot of times the body mistakes thirst for hunger because your body is capable of pulling moisture out of food to keep itself hydrated. We're not going to talk about my coffee because that is not helpful for the whole hydration thing. I will be having water later. But yeah, it has been shown that drinking, I believe it's 8 ounces of water before a meal actually reduces the total amount of food calories that are consumed at any one sitting. And that's mainly because your body will crave food before it will give you a thirst signal. And evolutionarily, I think that's because, like with cats and dogs, yeah, they'll drink water, but, I mean, we can even go to primates. They will drink water. That almost everything drinks water, but it puts you in a very vulnerable position because you have to go out into the open a lot of times to find the water source. I mean, we've all seen the you know, out on the Sahara savannah, there's like one drinking pool and all of the animals must carefully go up to the water. It's kind of like that. I mean, it's very much like that. I think our body's giving us a hunger signal instead of a thirst signal is a leftover from that, because dogs and cats and primates pull most of their moisture, most of their hydration out of their food. So they don't have to physically drink a lot of water. Somewhere in our evolution, we got rid of that. And we actually require more water to function than most of our primate cousins. So I honestly think that weird hunger signal thing. So my point is, if you're feeling hungry, try drinking a cup of water. Let it sit for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. If you're still hungry, you're probably actually hungry. If it's gone away, we're just thirsty. You know? So that is my authoritative advice as a anthropologist who studies evolution in primates on occasions. That's what I did in college, I swear. But anyway, Amber could drink more water, really, but again, we know that she doesn't like to drink water because then it makes her have to go to the bathroom, and that's a whole other storyline in the Amberlyn Reid thing. I want to wrap this up, honestly. I'm done eating. My coffee's pretty much gone. I want to go get my day started. I have things I actually have to do, and I am, for whatever reason, planning on filming at least one more mukbang today because I thought it would be funny if I record one for every meal like ALR suggested. I don't know how the dinner one's gonna go because I actually eat with my partner, and I don't think they're gonna be as entertained by this idea as I will be. So you're probably just gonna see breakfast and lunch. I'll see you guys at lunch, and we'll continue on this really probably stupid idea of mine for the upcoming week.